She joined.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just closed the lid and then got disconnected. Okay. Sorry, can you repeat, Krishna, and share the screen?
1 second. Let me do that. So
Okay.
where is my this one? Okay. Are you able to see my screen now?
It's
Yes.
roaring. Rain.
Yes, I'm able to see.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
able to see it.
Yeah.
But that is very.
It's not clear.
It is
It's
clear
not
actually.
clear, sir.
I think maybe your connection, Jyoti. I see it clearly.
Maybe
Okay.
networking.
So what I do is, Sherry, what I do is, so one thing I really want you everybody to do is, I start using PyCharm, the professional edition, because every day I try to do this one practice non-stop. Okay, might it sound very trivial, but this is very important, right? Because you need to get the
Right.
flow.
Okay.
Are you able to hear me?
Here, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Here.
I just kept on mute.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is, you guys are able to see, right? If you use the PyCharm, I
Yes.
know it's a bit expensive, but with the Django, what I'm going through is Django needs that. See, when you start learning Django, you are not your brain doesn't really understand how the connections are done. Okay,
Mm-hmm. I'm not meeting
so
the top.
which means
Don't talk.
the less number of steps you do
Allah.
manually using the PyCharm, it will better for you. So when you do this particular new project from the PyCharm, the professional edition, it will build everything for you. Then you can start go and build your applications from right away. Okay, you don't have to worry about the virtual environment. You don't have to worry about a lot of these things. It will give it for you. Okay, just let me give you what I do every day. Right, let me show to you. So this is the basic Django project, correct?
Correct.
But nothing fancy here, nothing extraordinary here. Even now, I'll struggle. If I struggle, just bear with me. Okay, so it's created a virtual environment for us, correct? And
Mm-hmm.
then you go and create something like I just do this all the time, right? I create an app called Chapter One. Nothing else. So once it creates, I will go and create. Go to Settings tab, and then just include the app here.
Which app, sir?
This is the Chapter One app.
Chapter 1 app. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, your screen is uh, little bit on
Blurry, is it?
font size is very low,
Small. I do
small. It's
okay, let me see how I don't know how to increase the font size. All I'm trying to say is you go and build a simple Hello World app daily, like till you become very fast with that. Shall we get
okay.
Yes. The Jyoti, actually, in the bottom, there are three dots. When you click on that, change the layout. I just changed my layout. So you will be able to see only his screen. Right now, you are seeing all of us, right? All of us,
Three.
and then
Yes.
press yes. Go to those three dots, go to that, and then change the layout.
Okay. Change the layout.
Yeah, change the layout. Uh, you change second one, change layout, and then you will see your full screen. Then you would be able to see his full, with
Okay.
good text size.
Okay.
So you have created a two app, you said, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So what
Yes,
I'm
I
saying
see
is
that.
daily
Hmm.
you spend time building this app. Build one sample app daily. It might look very boring, but you have to do that daily so that you get to know what's going on. Okay.
Hmm.
It could be the simplest stuff possible. So today, what like all I'm doing now is, so I created this one simple app. What I do is I'll go and create like 6 or 7 like this constantly. So the steps are memorized for me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You
The
don't
flow,
memorize.
right? Mm.
Yeah, this one is like, very simple. If you don't memorize how to create the very basic stuff, because what's going to happen is you always going to be like struggling to do what? It might look simple. Like maybe when Mohan sir teaches, everything looks very easy, right? When,
Mm-hmm.
when you start doing your own stuff, it's not easy. Then what I do is,
He whatever he said, and that time is it very easy? I feel is it so easy? After complete of the section, this is very hard. I feel.
so what you should do is you should have a. I have an application called Django Quiz. Okay, it's nothing fancy, very simple thing. But what I usually do is I will go and create a, like, chapter one, put the views in it, and then create the URLs. Okay, and then also include the URLs on the main application. So I do that every day, at least 15-20 minutes, so that I'm able to connect the dots. Otherwise, it's very very hard to follow the sir. But also always, because sir is very fast, I don't want you to be worried about, he's teaching new things every day. Okay. But your goal is simple hello world application till you are very comfortable with all the steps. It's you need to manage that. Otherwise, it's can you create an application without even looking any help? Carry and
Just hello world. Hello world is
No, it's not possible.
so I think
Obviously, you
if
need
you
help. Yeah, I need help.
yeah, so what you do is you start building a simple very simple hello world till you are very very comfortable with the flow.
I think we are writing the code in view sections. Huh?
Yeah.
Is
So
it
in
right?
this case, now
Is
what
it
you do
right?
is abs-
After that we will and we will write the template code
yep,
HTML.
yep,
After that, you are create the URL,
yep.
not app URL. After that, we are going to project URL.
Yes. But the
Is it
question
correct?
is, are you able to do this without anybody looking at your project?
Oh.
So what I'm saying is, if you are able to, okay, in this case, I have my sample application. Okay, this is my
Hmm.
Okay.
sample application. So what I do is I copy and paste from my own sample application, so that I can build from nothing to something in about like 10-15 minutes. I'm still not good at it. I'm still not good at it, but I'm going towards. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
have a sample app, okay, and then
Okay.
what I do is as you can see, I'm copying and pasting. Correct, Sherry?
Hmm.
You create one simple app like this, and then you
Okay.
can start copying and pasting till it becomes your. This is like how you start to learn to how to drive a car. Correct?
Hmm.
No, for the like you'll be struggling initially. Correct? After some point in time, you won't think where you are driving. You just drive. Correct?
Hmm.
You need to have that sort of auto mode.
Hmm.
Uh, Otherwise, it's going to be tough.
Okay. So it's
Correct?
not. It's like, yeah. All right. So but here, which one is your main project in Mohan's the class? He has a project, and under project he has a several app. In yours one, I don't see the project. All are like a app,
So
aren't they?
here, chapter one is the app. Chapter one is the app. The main project is the Django project.
Can you show that? Can you go to the top of your screen?
Yeah, 1 second. Are you able to see my screen though?
I can see the screen, but I can see from like chapter one init
Okay, okay,
file from
okay, okay,
init.
okay. So I tell you what,
Can you?
Django one,
Mm-hmm.
Django project 7 is the main project. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you see the settings file here.
Yeah.
I put chapter. I created a new app called Chapter One. Correct,
Mm-hmm.
and then Chapter One is the app I created.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm
Welcome to
playing with the my. what do you call the my like playing with the views here. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
creating a dummy view now. What I do is I go and create this into the URLs. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
Yes.
doing.
Okay, so what do you suggest, Krishna? I want to actually create a website. So, do you suggest me to practice more and then start creating the website, or start right away, jump on making, creating the building the website, by asking help from you and from our other, student? What
I
do
think
you suggest?
you should start to be very comfortable with uh, the Django project flow. Okay,
Okay.
because without understanding, see, I tell you what. So
Mm-hmm.
let me give you a simple example. Okay, so I have a chapter one, which is the app. Okay, this is the
Mm-hmm.
main topic. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, if I want to make this work, right, I need to do certain configuration. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So what are those configurations I need to do? I need to know this by heart.
Yeah. Flow.
Right.
You through the practice.
Pardon me. If you don't know the steps by heart, what will happen is you're always going to be looking for some help. Like it will be very slow, start, stop, which you don't want to be.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yes.
so either you build a. What I did is, so this is my template project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is my template project. I usually copy and paste it, so I know where I'm copying, where I'm pasting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will just use this as my sample, and then I remove unnecessary things. So I have a workflow,
Okay. Okay.
and then this workflow is very very important because Sarah would keep adding new projects, and then you test it, and then what you do is you won't know why. So in this case, you know what? There is a urls.py, right?
Mm-hmm.
I need to include this urls.py, so I'll go and change to chapter one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll just do chapter one so that definitely when I do this, it's going to go and land into the urls.py here. Okay. So in this
Mm-hmm.
case, I will have created a view which is called chapter one view, correct?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then it will go into my home, the HTML page, correct?
HTML.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So
Chapter, my chapter.
yeah, so if you try this, it my like let's say where I get always confused is how do I reach this particular page? Okay, that's a question I always have. What I usually do is then I will go and it's a very slow process. Okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not fully comfortable yet, but I took long time for me. But I'm slowly getting into the thinking process. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go here, hopefully this should work. It's not done.
Okay, daily you are send the WhatsApp how to create this app one by one steps, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. Yeah, I'll do that. Shari, do you follow? Venkat and Shari. All I'm saying is, this particular creation, you should have a timer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
First day it will
Okay.
take you 45 minutes. Second day it will take you maybe 30 minutes. After 1 week,
Not
now
it's
I'm able to
possible, sir.
create. Yeah.
It's not possible to 45 minutes 1 hour.
Slowly you have to do. That's how I build this entire app. Okay. This app I build is using that model.
How many days you have to build this, sir?
That took me about three to. This is my second class I'm doing with sir. Okay.
Second class.
So
So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
second
I do.
time.
Second time I'm doing the class with sir.
Okay.
So
So
how
I
long it
did
took
like
time,
four
to get up
months,
to 12 months?
four, 4 months.
4 months. Okay. So you are,
Uh,
you are going well, actually. You are going up to the speed, high speed.
because the first time I did spend quite a lot of money. I spent about 30,000 40,000 rupees, right? So I did lot of classes. So what I did the first time with the sir is first session was totally no like you don't understand. You don't
Yeah.
understand what is the view, what is the URLs that
Yes. Hard
pie,
to digest.
how to digest, right? So,
Yeah.
but now if you ask me, okay, we created one app, okay, Now what I can do is I can go and create a second app, chapter 2. Now I know what to do. You
Okay.
follow?
Okay, go to the Django project and click the right click.
This one, ma? This project? Huh?
The
This project?
new app. How to create the new app?
How?
Oh, this app is very straightforward. You go file, new
How to
project.
create the new app?
I think
No, no,
Krishna,
app
your
application.
your
Start
screen
app.
is frozen. I think it's your cursor is not
Oh,
moving at all.
Okay, let me do one thing, ma. Something. Let's just
Share
give me
it
that.
again. Yeah,
I'll do that.
that's why I kept seeing.
Python.
Yeah, I think it's frozen.
So I'll start again. Yeah, now you can see. Can see.
Okay, that you are presenting now, which I see that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So are you able to see now?
Yes. Clear.
Yes.
Okay. So we just create now. What you do is you do manage.py.
Python. Python manage.py strat app. My app one.
That's it.
Like
My
that.
app one. Now I'm doing chapter 3, right? So what I do
Ah,
is I keep
yes, yes.
adding this.
Like this.
Yeah. So what I do
Chapter
is,
two.
yeah. So what I do is, okay, I added a second and third app. So immediately what I do is I do something like this. Okay.
Yes.
I have a very solid flow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
this is the main project. The Django project 7 is the main project. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In that, I'll go and say, you know what? I'll add those two things added. I'll tell you what I do. Next is I do chapter 2. I do chapter 3. And I do chapter 2. I
Yeah,
do
this one I
three,
know. Yeah.
and then okay, I've done this. Okay, my URL, when I click on chapter 2, it's going to go to the right one. So what I do is I go to chapter 2.
Actually, where is you are writing that code?
Yes, that's the
Pro-
confusion,
Project
Krishna.
URL.
So this
Project
is
URL.
under project. You
This is the
project
main
Project.
you are,
project.
yeah,
This is the
Project
main.
URL.
project level. Project URL. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I go to the what I do is remember I created this the
Yes,
urls.py on the initial one
Mm-hmm.
because
yes, sir. Yes,
initially
sir.
the URLs won't be available. You have to create that URL, correct? Huh?
Yes. Yes.
So I go and create that URL, and then I
Mm-hmm.
go once I create
No,
the
sir.
URL.
Like Python. Python new app. How to create Python new app? Click the right click.
Yep,
Click right click. Then new. Python file.
yep,
Yes. Click on URL.
yeah. So one way you can do this. You have to create your own method. What I do is I don't want to make mistake. What I do is I just create one here, right? I just copy and paste it.
Oh, okay. How do you copy and paste?
There is a copy, Control C, Control V.
On here, okay, just like
That
a
is,
folder, normal file.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
sir. That inside program is copy and paste is okay. I feel you are asking how to create the URL.
Oh, you can copy paste URL too.
Yes.
Inside program. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what I'm saying is you go and copy and paste. What I'm saying is you don't initially you have to remember you have to focus, okay? When you focus on it, you won't remember, you won't forget things. So what I'm saying is you
Sure.
reduce the number of errors you get when you're building the project, you will move faster.
Okay. Copy and paste is
Yep.
Okay.
URLs and all because URLs there are a lot of syntax correct, huh? So you have to make sure
yes,
this is correctly like this. I like it's very for me. I forget things.
yes, sir.
So what I do is I
E- e-
chapter one. Spelling mistake also. I'll make sure. Do you guys
we
able to go sharing and
at least we miss the at least we miss the comma also error is there.
yes? So in order for you to
Uh,
read it, because when you learn, you. the problem you see when you see an error, you don't know who to solve, right? You get stuck.
Oh,
So have a clean project one and then do it multiple times. You follow?
Mhm.
So here, now I need to make sure it's chapter two, correct? Huh? Chapter two view. So and then I'll make sure when you go to the chapter two view here,
okay.
that is what is
But
chapter two. You know?
Okay, Krishna, can you just
I,
explain the flow, one time, like flow, like MVT? Um,
Okay. Can I explain the flow now? Can I let me?
yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
So just 1 second. Huh? So let me see one. Let me finish this one because if I come back, I don't know how to solve the trouble. I don't know how to troubleshoot. Okay. I
Hmm.
always copy. I copy paste. I don't really. Um, so this one should work here. Let's see. If something has failed. 1 second, 1 second. Mhm. And then I have to go to settings. Okay, 1 second. Let me. At least you'll see how I'm troubleshooting. You know, I'm not that great with troubleshooting. I'll figure out something. 1 second. Huh?
Hmm.
Include the see the one you will always get stuck is when you include the files in the URLs or file in the main settings, right? You'll
Hmm.
have problems like this.
अच्छा the YouTube now down. किसे background sama cool के क्या
How
है
this should
मतलब?
work.
Sherry,
Yes.
hello.
Yeah.
Sherry, I don't. This screen is not a full screen, Sherry.
I'm able to see
Uh,
it. It's not fully full, but it will come up to here. This is the
up to
layout from
here.
the Google. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you can increase the percentage, I think.
So I think I
No.
can't make it. I can't make it
Yeah.
bigger because if I make it bigger, I can't see.
It's good.
I
I can
won't.
see it. Maybe Jyoti. Like it's visible. It's his screen size is same as Mohan. When he is.
Mohan,
Yeah.
sorry, Krishna. Next time you are change the background color, please.
Yeah,
I
okay,
This
think
is
okay.
it.
black.
I think.
You know how to change it? I don't know how to change it. I'm stuck with this one. I don't
No,
know.
it's very clear. I can say I don't know. Maybe it's something wrong with Jyoti. Jyoti, can you share your screen? Then I will tell you. Maybe I can see it clearly. His screen.
Well, give me 1 second.
Very
Let me finish the job I started
yeah.
so that you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you one thing. Because if I come back here and when I see errors, my brain will not let me move any further. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm stuck with this thing. Okay,
Yeah, I'm recording it, Jyoti. Maybe you can view it later on the YouTube. So
Okay.
yeah.
just give me 1 second. People, I'll just run server. Hopefully, when I go here and I type in chapter 3, it should come with. It's not working now. Let me see what's happening in chapter 2. I need to figure out. So this is what I do. I'll usually create something, and then I'll try to troubleshoot one step at a time. Okay,
Hmm.
so that you get to know the project. All I'm saying is, start with the project, and then slow and steady. You'll start to okay. I know what's happening here. So find out how where the link goes here. Okay, then you
Hmm.
do multiple times. You will be able to. Then your brain is actually working towards okay. When this
Hmm.
issue happens, what to do, right?
Hmm.
So now, as I can see, I don't know what's happening with my. The site tends to be not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to chapter 3 and then look at the views. Okay,
Hmm.
understand what's happening in the views. I go to URLs. Okay, the URLs, there's something is not right, and then slowly do multiple times. then you are able to comprehend better. Do it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the daily. Otherwise, now I know where to go. I know I don't know the answer now, but at least you are able to appreciate. Okay, when I click on these ones, right? Okay, this is here.
Yeah.
That's the way we see Morgan. Morgan does this hundreds of times. Okay, so for him it just becomes like a second. Like he doesn't even think about these. Morgan sir doesn't need to think about all of it. It just comes very very naturally for him. Correct? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when we do it 2, 3 times, then it comes to our mind, right? So for him, he is repeating maybe 10 times a day on
You
each
should.
class.
You should. That's the only way I can see. Even now, I see. I've done this. I built a own project. Right. Even now, I struggle. You see, right? I mean, I'm struggling. I just don't know what it is. Right. So it's not easy for me. So what I need to do is I need to go and sit down and do all the time.
I think we should maybe, if we get time, we should once a week we should do a class together. All same thing, like
Yeah.
so.
Just simple hello world till you get good, till you get good, till you get good. So you slowly do it, then you learn.
Hmm. You
So
know
something.
what I do now? I am just going through all the video again, and I'm making a notes in each video what he told, what he taught.
Yep.
So I'm making a note. So if I have any question, then I will refer to my notes. Like short notes. If I go to his notes, it's like so many pages.
His notes is sometimes I tell you, the SAR notes is very detailed. Okay,
Yeah, too
and
detailed.
sometimes we
Yes.
don't even know. So, for example, if you come to the PyCharm, you can actually if you control if you hover around it, it will take you to the right URLs. It will take you to the right place too. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And then
So.
if you want,
Mm-hmm.
if you go to the views, you can go to the views.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to do that one step at a time. Then only you're able to. Okay, so here something is not right. So I need to go and find what's going on here, and then I'll try multiple times, and hopefully one day, I can do like the SAR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you don't have to look at anything; it just goes.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, "Take not fun. I'll troubleshoot later." What I'm saying is that's how we should do. Uh,
Yeah, I
maybe
think his way, his teaching is good, but it's too much detail. Sometimes I feel like, especially, I noticed in yesterday in chapter number Django 7, in there he was showing us how to make a table format on
yep.
the website, and then he told us to use the function list underscore display, and
Oh yeah,
then
that's
open name address. Yeah, so he was using the other method, but he later on then he's saying that don't use the other one, use this one. So it's kind of confusing. He should tell us clearly that don't explain too much, just teach us which we need, right? So from his ankle side, he's trying to do his best by explaining everything, but it's making us confused, like. So
yeah. I think
especially like this one, delays, like this kind of, this is one of the example. List underscore display, and then bracket, square bracket open, name address, like to make a table format. So he wrote us something before. In that one, he was using a at underscore model dot character field, and then he was using some other format from some other function. Then he said that don't use that one, use this one.
I
So
think
there are
we
so many. Mhm.
yeah, sometimes what with Sarah, he would mix a lot of things in. So I think you need, like, sometimes very hard to focus in, but I think you should have your own method, Shari, right?
Okay.
You should have your own method. Otherwise, um, I build my own method. Like the way I build the code is, I'll do one step and then I'll go to the next step, and then I have a very fixed. See, when I build my own code, I don't need to do. I have a very standard method. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so that's how I don't know whether I explained to you guys clearly, but that's how I do, right? Because it's otherwise this is very tough. Yeah, this is a lot of new things. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Okay.
How do you remember?
So
Yep.
I have a question. Like he said in the Django 7, he said that if you created a model, a
Yeah.
model through the command prompt, then
Yep.
you need to register model in admin.py
Yes.
PyCharm,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
If you have created the model, then through the Django itself without command prompt, then you don't need to register, right? In
No,
admin.
no, you have to register. You are, by default, Django doesn't show the models.
Yes, so when you create it, there are two methods to create. One through command prompt and one through directly through the Django interface.
Yes.
So if I create through a command prompt, then I need to register. I need to include that in model in the admin.py, right? So if I create it directly from the Django, then I don't have to, right? If I have
No,
not. Mhm.
both, if I understand correctly, both we have to, by default, the table is not visible. You
Mhm.
need to go and register both ways, no matter what.
Oh, okay, okay. But yesterday I saw in his
So
okay.
check, because I always go and manually register. I use the default way, Django way. When I do that, I go and manually register for it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what? There is no magic bullet here. All you need to do is uh, do that step by step, and then when you get stuck, the best way to learn is, so I know I created 4 apps. I usually create 5 apps. I go and manually do one at a time, so that
Mhm.
my muscle memory is able to learn how to go about it. Otherwise, you won't be able to learn Django. Django is very tough if you don't know the flow
Yes, you have to. I think it's like if you keep doing it, then it's kind of easy, like
constantly.
yes, yes. Continuously, if you work on that, it's kind of. Initially, it was very tough for me, so I listened few times.
You should. So. Um, I don't know, like that's what I would say. Give it a try. So even now, after this class, what I'll do is I'll go and see what is actually going on, and then see how to solve it. You know what I'm saying? Right now,
Hmm.
something is broken. I need
Then
to go
how
and
do you
see.
maintain your website which you have created it? How do you maintain? Do you
Oh, I
maintain?
don't go. I don't go. See, I created once. Okay, I don't go and do anything on it. I'll just add the pages. I'm very very careful what I'm adding, what I'm removing.
Oh, okay.
I don't do. I just see it took long time to get to the working state. Okay, it took
Mm-hmm.
long time to come to the working state. What I do is once I get it working, I don't go and change anything in it. I just add little bit of here and there things. You follow?
Mm-hmm.
Because when I see it's easy when I go and break something. See you know, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's
the
hard
thing
to
is,
fix it.
when you break it, I'm not that good to go and fix it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very very careful of how I do it.
So looks like Krishna, you are in the flow. So you studying, to look for a job, or it's just your hobby?
No, it's not. It's not a hobby. I'm very serious about this one, right? It's not about job. See, the thing is, I always feel you have to create something. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You have to create something. This is a passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have some ideas I want to implement. I have some software ideas I want to implement. And coding gives you that ability to build something and showcase to people. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing. So I do work full time, but that's my full time job is not this. My full time job is something else. But I want to do this. I want to learn this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I enjoy coding because coding is something is like creation, right? You can, if you have
Yeah,
an
I like
idea,
to create too. Mm-hmm.
you can do anything you want. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like if you have, I want, hey, I have this. I'm seeing this nice app. I want to build it. I'm not perfect with it, but I'm still able to do something. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Well,
This is yeah.
so the coding is for the creative people then.
I feel it's the way. That's the way it should be, right? A lot of people do it for job. Okay, a lot of people
Ah,
do it
okay.
like to earn money. But what I'm saying is, it's money
Okay.
is there, but I feel I should. This is my calling, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this idea. I've been thinking about this idea for a number of months, a number of I want to implement something. I'm just working towards it. So yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much, Krishna. And Jyoti, do you have any question? Maybe we don't have much left now, timing.
I don't
so
have question actually.
next week what I do is, let's say, and everybody come in and then let's practice something together. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we would
Yes.
make sense for us.
So Jyoti, as you can see, right, you can create a simple app multiple times. You can say I tried it, like every day. You say how many times you try. I said 2 times I try, 3 times I try, right?
Okay.
That's the only way you learn. And that's what I feel. And my memory is not that great. I forget things. But with Anko, it's very tough. See here, yeah. So yeah, let me know.
Thank you so much, Krishna, for joining and coming with your wealth of experience and expertise among us.
No problem.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Krishna.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye
Good night, Jyoti.
bye.
Good night.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.